From a tense video of two bull elephants fighting at a nature preserve in Kenya, to the shocking scene of three angry kangaroos literally fist-fighting in the middle of a rural Australian park, here are 5 incredible animal battles that were caught on camera. About 243 kilometers, or 150 miles east of the Australian city of Adelaide, lies the small town of Pinaroo. With a total population of right around 700 people, there isn't a whole lot going on. But it's here where you can find one of the country's most famous animal species, kangaroos. For the most part, they're pretty docile creatures. The females tend to be shyer and more curious, while the males, on the other hand, are known to get territorial from time to time. When that happens, the fights that occur are nothing short of spectacular. Back in January of 2016, a man in this small town saw 2 kangaroos approaching in an aggressive manner. It wasn't long before a violent fight broke out, with a 3rd kangaroo eventually joining in.
Oh my god, it's a 3-way battle in this pair. It's a standoff.
One of the things that most struck the man behind the camera was the imposing height of the kangaroos. According to him, his 6-foot height paled in comparison. Fortunately, all 3 kangaroos walked away seemingly uninjured, ready to fight another day. Now, if there is one thing that is true across nearly every species in the animal kingdom, it's that mothers are very protective of their children. This fierce maternal instinct is especially true for bears, who will fight animals much larger than themselves if they feel they pose a threat to their young. Back on December 13th of 2019, one such battle was caught on camera in the historic Romanian region of Transylvania. On this day, a mother and her cub were eating at a wildlife feeding station when trail cameras captured a much larger male approaching off in the distance. As soon as the mama bear noticed, she approached, and it wasn't long before a fight broke out. Despite the male being much larger, he was no match for the angry mom, who forced him back into the forest before running away with her cub. One reason mother bears are so protective is that males are sometimes known to kill cubs that aren't theirs. While the intention of the bear in this video is unknown, there was no way this mother was taking any chances. Not far off the southern Australian coast lies Kangaroo Island. Despite being the third largest island in the country, approximately one-third of its vast 4,405 square kilometer landmass has been declared a protected area, making it a safe haven for unique and endangered wildlife. But the term safe haven can only go so far when the threat comes from within. Back in August of 2019, a female koala was resting in a tree at the Kangaroo Island Odyssey Animal Sanctuary when a male climbed up and attacked her for unknown reasons. An employee standing nearby quickly began filming and captured the entirety of the fierce battle that followed. According to the park worker, this was unlike anything she had ever seen. Having a fight at this time of year was really unusual because it happened out of mating season. Whatever the reason, in the end, it was the female who was victorious, with the male wandering away to recover. Thankfully, though, both koalas survived this ordeal relatively unscathed. Now, it's a pretty well-known fact that Africa is home to some of the most dangerous and incredible wildlife found anywhere on Earth. For some, this makes the continent an exciting place to visit and explore, and maybe even capture a once-in-a-lifetime moment like this. Back on November 2nd of 2021, photographers Laurent Renaud and Dominique Hossion were traveling through Amboseli National Park in Kenya. While photographing a group of large wild bull elephants, they noticed that a potential battle was taking shape right before their very eyes. Immediately, they started filming, and only a few moments later, their instincts were proven correct. It seems that the fight between these two male elephants may have been fought to determine their position in the herd hierarchy, which could give the victor access to the best drinking water position and mating priority, and will increase the chances of his genes surviving in a hostile and wild world. By the video, it seems the winner is clear, considering it ends with one elephant running away from another. In the end, at least both mammals survived the ordeal. When you think of tigers, you probably think of fierce and aggressive predators that are afraid of nothing, and for the most part, that's true. But for these three at a zoo in China, they seem to have met their match. And it's probably not the creature you would expect. Back on May 16th of 2015, onlookers at a zoo in China's Zhejiang province watched in horror as a red-crowned crane accidentally landed in an enclosure full of tigers. The three big cats were quick to encircle the bird, ready to fight what should be an easy battle. But the crane wasn't going out that easy and ended up scaring away all three tigers.
整体的单顶会在空中盘旋。朋友们，单顶是在第一表演到这里就结束了。朋友们，再见。老虎啊！赶紧快去老虎！老虎快点！
老虎被他吓坏了！我操，3个围攻他1个嘛！我这白虎坐在那儿，我3个围攻他了呀！
这老虎已经很饱了。
老虎不大，
掉进去了，掉进去了，掉进去了。这老虎真的太牛逼了！
我跟你讲，这老虎没用啊，本来1巴掌就拍死来了。
你他们在一个。
也是厉害的，老鼠还逃了。来了呢。来。为什么跑过去？好了。进去了。哦，太好了。进去了。把老虎叫进去。把老虎叫进去。关起来了。还有一只。还要关。屁股里是红衣服里，两个里是灰衣服的。吓死我了！我就受伤了，回家得疗伤了。 我这样就到哪了？屌丝。
It was a terror-filled couple of minutes as the cats took turns making advances at the bird, who was somehow able to scare them away simply by opening its wings, giving the illusion that it was bigger. Thankfully, zookeepers eventually arrived to rescue the crane. If things had gone on any longer, it's very possible that this story could have had a different ending, because it was only a matter of time before the tigers realized the bird was not nearly as big and dangerous as they thought. Well, that about wraps things up for this video. If you enjoyed it and want to see more just like it, then be sure to click the link on screen now. With that said, thank you all for watching, and be sure to tune in next time.